Hello all, this is Varsha Chindalia here. What do you feel when you hear the word lying? There's a research done by Khang Lee from the USA which shows that majority of children learn lying by the age of 4. Surprised? Don't be. In this research, children were taken into a room and they were asked to play a number guessing card game. After some time, they were left alone and asked not to peek at the cards, which is exactly what they did. When questioned, here are the findings. 2 years old, 30% of them lied, 70% told the truth. 3 years old, it was 50 and 50. 4 years old, it was 80% who lied. So you can well imagine. Lying is a part of our social development. There are two ingredients needed in lying. First is our mind reading ability. We all go about life based on our knowledge of people, things and situations, and we all can differentiate between what I know and what you know. This forms the basis of our social interaction. Do you know what forms the basis of our lying? It is I know. You don't know what I know. Second is self-control. Our ability to control our speech, facial expressions and body language. Both these skills are very important in our social development and interactions. In fact, the lack of these skills causes problems in our social growth. So when you catch your 2-year-old angel red-handed for the first time, do not panic. In fact, you should be relieved that they have crossed another major milestone in their social development. Are you curious to know what happens in those cute, adorable little minds when they are doing the deed? They are undergoing through lots of emotions. Some of them are fear, shame, guilt, and there's a little devil also with this, which is called the liar's delight. When they know they are lying, they are mentally patting themselves on their backs for their smartness. And at the same time, there's a rich network of vessels under our skins. Whenever we are undergoing through any emotions, there's a change in the blood supply to different areas, which is not visible to the naked eyes. In severe cases, help of transdermal optical imaging is taken. But is it possible or needed in our everyday life? No. So how do we become aware that the angel of our life is being a little devilish right now? You need to observe them very carefully. First, look at their eyes. If you see a shifty or a flighty movement, that means there is some problem. And if the child is looking at you straight into the eye, that means things are all right. But even then, you can never be sure if there's another Bachchan or Khan in the making. Second is, look at their noses. There'll be a little more redness on the nose than the rest of the face, because these moments the supply to the cheeks is decreased and it is increased more towards the nose. So there is some truth in the story of Pinocchio after all. How do we control the lying? The most important thing is we need to be genuinely involved in what is happening in their lives and what is the reaction in their minds to those happenings. We need to be very curious, ask them questions and be aware. When we catch them into the act, we should stay calm, gently correct them and teach them the difference between right and the wrong. Thank you.